Bucky's return to the MCU is far superior to him taking Captain America's place. In the MCU, Bucky Barnes might have easily taken Captain America's position, but Thunderbolts Asterisk is anticipated to open up an intriguing new avenue for the seasoned Marvel character. Sebastian Stan is one of the longest-running characters in the MCU, having made his debut as James Buchanan Bucky Barnes in 2011's Captain America, the First Avenger. His reappearance in Thunderbolts Asterisk in 2025 will represent 14 years in the MCU. One of the most evolved characters in the MCU is Bucky Barnes, and Thunderbolts Asterisk is anticipated to carry on this tradition. Bucky Barnes was first shown as Steve Rogers' boyhood best friend and Captain America's ally. He then evolved into the Hydra-controlled Winter Soldier, an Avenger, and Sam Wilson's new Captain America's sidekick. Throughout the course of multiple MCU films, Bucky Barnes' redemption narrative has been brilliantly developed, and in Avengers: Endgame, it nearly advanced significantly. Even though Bucky was not made a legitimate superhero by Marvel Studios, his future story in Thunderbolts Asterisk is a better fit. After returning the Infinity Stones to their respective realities and defeating Thanos in the Battle of Earth in 2019's Avengers: Endgame, Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, decided to retire in the past alongside Peggy Carter instead of hanging up his shield. However, he returned to hand over the patriotic mantle to his successor, Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson, because he couldn't leave the MCU without a Captain America. Many wanted Bucky Barnes to take Rogers' position, even though Sam is a perfect fit for the role of Captain America, following in the footsteps of his Marvel Comics counterpart. Bucky Barnes said in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier that Rogers had discussed with him giving Sam Wilson the Shield and Captain America mantle. Given that they were childhood friends, that Bucky is already a super soldier, and that he becomes Captain America in Marvel Comics before Sam Wilson, it would make sense if Rogers had offered the job to Bucky first. Nevertheless, Sam was hired, and Bucky Barnes may have benefited much from this. Bucky Barnes has a future with Thunderbolts Asterisk with a different superpowered group, rather than becoming Captain America and possibly joining the new Avengers team. Despite not being significantly featured in the initial teaser trailer for the film, Bucky has been referred to be the de facto commander of the MCU's first Thunderbolts team. This implies that Bucky will play a role in uniting the Thunderbolts members and providing a genuine purpose to individuals who, like him, have secrets and are considered disposable weapons. Bucky Barnes has been a morally dubious MCU figure ever since he was taken over by Hydra and turned into the Winter Soldier. Bucky is the quintessential antihero and the ideal choice to start and guide the future Thunderbolt squad, because even after he broke free from his Hydra conditioning, he continues to utilize harsh tactics to accomplish his objectives. Bucky Barnes has a far better future in the MCU than assuming the role of Captain America. Bucky fits in well with the Thunderbolts but lacks the heroism to be Captain America. After spending decades carrying out assassinations and committing horrible deeds under Hydra's mind control, Bucky Barnes' redemption arc in the MCU begins with his escape at the end of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. He eventually recovered from Hydra's training during his time in Wakanda, although the Falcon and the Winter Soldier showed that he was still struggling to accept his role as the Winter Soldier. The only option for him to fully move on might be to unite and lead the Thunderbolt squad in Phase 5. Bucky might learn via spending time with the dysfunctional Thunderbolts that he is not that horrible after all, and that he has actually spent years doing everything in his power to make amends and make up for his acts as the Winter Soldier. In the Thunderbolts Asterisk teaser trailer, he appears to be accepting his more violent sides, implying that his redemption story may be finished and that he may be content with who he is, whether it be as the Winter Soldier or as the rarely utilized White Wolf. In Thunderbolts Asterisk, Bucky Barnes can develop into a self-sufficient, multifaceted hero who is not connected to Captain America.